And once I came out, I can't even tell you, like, I've never been in such an amount. Like, the only thing that would amount to that is giving birth. I don't know what giving birth feels like, but I feel like it's something similar to that. But I woke up and I had tubes coming out of everywhere, and I woke up in the ICU because I had complications during the surgery. Whenever I'm under anesthesia for a long time, my heart rate drops. And I mean, if somebody's going to be under anesthesia for 12 hours, obviously you got to expect something to complicate, I guess. Like, your heart is like, why are you still, like this anesthesia is trying to fight it. But, anyways, when I woke up, I had the tubes down my throat, I had the tubes up my nose. I could just feel my stomach. And I have to tell you, like, I wouldn't touch my stomach after that. It was like, I was really mad. But anyways, and this is really random, but I would get hiccups. And my dad would grab a pillow. I'm going to try not to cry. He would grab a pillow and put it on my stomach. So anytime I would get the hiccups, it wouldn't hurt. I love him. But anyways, so it was like the next day, obviously. I was in so much pain. I could not move. And it wasn't normal. I mean, of course it's normal to hurt and not want to move, but I couldn't move just because everything was stiff and it had this burning pain. Like, I knew something was wrong. I kept telling my mom, I said, there is something wrong. I know there has to be something wrong. I can't move. So they took me down there and got an x-ray. And I couldn't even, like, I had to stay laying down in the bed. And I had to, with everything I had, lift up my back just so they could slide the thing in that takes the x-rays. Oh my God, it's indescribable pain. Whatever. Anyways, so we go back up to the room, and sure enough, I find out that I have an obstruction under my wound. My wound, like, had an infection under it and stuff like that. So they rushed me into emergency surgery, and I had to have that removed. I was in there for another, I think it was 6 to 8 hours. I can't remember. And that was that was a rough one too. But I was finally better, and I was left with this scar. Actually, like, obviously it wasn't a scar right then, but my wound had to stay open just because the infection under it, they didn't want to close that wound, excuse me, and the infection be closed up in it, so I had to leave it open. And I had drain tubes, coming out of me and stuff like that. Well, I would have to change my bandage every day. And oh my God, it was so rough because I had to pack it. It was like this deep. You could see down it. And it was crazy. I wish I had a picture of that. But with it closing like that, my skin closed like this. There was a bump right here. So my belly literally looked like it was a butt. I hated it so much. I'll insert pictures at the very end. But anyways, so after that, they gave me the bag, obviously. I was in the hospital for a good extra 3 weeks, I think. Just adjusting to medicines and whatever else, So they told me later on down the road, we'll reverse it for you. We will take your bag off, and you will be normal again. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll connect you right at the rectum, and you can be normal again, like poop normally, instead of having it in the bag or having to care for a bag. Because when you're that age, who wants something like that to have to care for? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just want to live your life like you're supposed to. But it's just not the cards that I was dealt. But I'm okay with it. I'm fine. And anyways, so later on down the road, Foley finally let me take the bag down. So I go in there and I take the bag down. He connects me, has me all healing up. So I get out of surgery. Yeah, I had another emergency surgery because I had a blockage and I was puking up bowel. So I had to be rushed back into emergency surgery that time too. So, again, I go a while, but I figured out that I had so much scar tissue at my rectum that it would literally close up on me and my bowel wouldn't be able to get through the hole. So I had to go in to Dr. Foley, and have surgery every 6 weeks to dilate, to open it up and try to, keep it open as much as he could so I could use the bathroom. Because when it stops there and it can't go through, I had the worst pressure. It hurt, so I cannot even explain it. But anyways, so I would do that. Well, things kind of started going a bit downhill for me. Somehow, my bowel, which okay, I have to explain this. He made me inside a J pouch, which is, I should have drew this. Instead of having my colon, do like a normal person's, how it's like this and it doesn't go straight down. Well, you can't just let mine go straight down. You have to do something about it so the food doesn't come straight through it. So it's called a J pouch. So it's kind of like this. It goes right here. That way it sets right here and then it can come out. If that makes any sense. Anyways, that J pouch was right there to my uterus, okay? And they were rubbing together.